So again, thank you everyone for joining the webinar. So I shared my screen now, and these are the topics that I would like to cover today. And so if you have any questions during the webinar, you can leave them in the chat, webinar chat, and at the end, I will try to answer all of them for you. So overall, I would say this new version has, just to give you an overall idea, has some couple of like time savers to make things easier, just quicker report creating. And there are also some new features to make some more complicated actions to make things easier, basically. And so let's start with the measures dimension section. So we have reorganized this a little bit. Previously, these two sections were a bit different as to, for example, a lot of the property sections here, they were in this section below. Now this section is called predefined. And if you open any of the available measures in the, wait, do I need to refresh the page? I guess so. So if you open any of the calculated members, you can see that it's all gray. This is because the formula, let's show this one. This is because now it's predefined and you cannot change this formula. You can change the formatting. What you can do is you can copy this formula if you want, but if you do want to change it, you can copy this formula and then create a new calculated member and use the formula. So yeah, reorganized in two sections. And so this section is for everything that you as a user have defined, and you can edit, and it's all of your calculations. And I'm showing this on the report templates account right now, by the way. Another cool feature, I think, is a actual filter in the measures dimension. Right? So you can type any name here, and it will look up all of the calculated members and measures based on the text you put in. And what's also really nice is that it looks for the members in the hidden sections. So previously, if I had all of these defined, I had to open up and then maybe command find. Now we can just you could do all of it just right here. Okay. So also, some of you might know this, but time dimension has multiple hierarchies. For example, just a monthly hierarchy, a weekly hierarchy, and if you have created one, you have also fiscal hierarchy. And if I look up a specific date right now, okay, let's do, then, sorry, it shows me in what hierarchy I can bookmark this in. So if I select this one, this is going to be from the default hierarchy, which is going to be months. So I have here a selection of two members in weekly hierarchy, or I can select it from the fiscal hierarchy. So next coming up is that a very neat feature that there's a X sign now where you can just quickly remove the unwanted dimensions from the selection if you would like to. And now previously, if you wanted to select, let's say, all months in the year 2000, all the years, I would have to go here, have to select all hierarchy level members, then I have to click all years, right? So let's hide empty for the future, no, total, no. Now there's a little shortcut here. If you click on the column here, this is also a place where you can select, for example, all years. Of course, you can also set the name for the column as well, or maybe a custom name, right? So this is the little shortcut here. And maybe you noticed already, but now there's also a 3 weeks hierarchy available. So if I expand this, then this will show me a hierarchy where all of the days are separated by 3 week periods, right? So let's select 2018, starting from May 19th. You can see there's going to be 3 week period. So if you have some kind of reporting you want to do every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you can use this new weekly 3 weeks hierarchy. And before using them, you will have to create one, and you can do that by going to all hierarchy level members and then selecting add custom hierarchy. You will be able to, there's going to be selection of fiscal, monthly, or multiple weeks, right? So fiscal monthly I have already set up here, but if you want to set up a multiple weeks hierarchy with every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks, you will have to select the period you would like to hierarchy be about, and then select the starting date and just click add, right? So this will create a dimension like this. Hierarchy like this. Okay. So now I will rearrange the report a little bit and drop in the customers here. Select all customer categories to show you the new drill across option, right? So if I previously wanted to have see the invoice count by years, right? So what was the invoice count in 2017, 18, 19, and so on, I would have to more or less drag the dimension here, select years, and let's hide all the empty rows and columns. And if I want to see these results, I would also have to use it the same thing for the item base amount or any other columns that are selected in the report. Now there's an option to do this for only selected columns or members, right? So if I click on drill across if I click on the column name, drill across, and select the time.
Hi guys.
Hey Alan, how are you? For the report. So customer here. So drill across, time, years. Okay. So now you can drill into a single, to make a single column separated by another dimension or drilled across another dimension. Okay. So you can also remove the drill by clicking on here, remove drill into. And so another, I think, a very, very cool feature is standard calculations. So I'm gonna put in the time dimension back again, select quarters, and now, sorry, what I can do is use the add calculated. So this is a new section, and what this section will do is we'll create some calculations based on what is selected in the reports for you. For example, if I would like to see the average item base amount of everything that's selected here, I can do that by clicking add calculated and selecting the average. So now we can see what's the average item base amount, right? So what I think is even better is that I can select there's a linear trend calculation. Basically with 2 clicks, I can, so I'm going to switch to line chart now to show you how this looks like. So with 2 clicks, I created a linear trend, which shows what's the tendency, or where does, how is this item base amount on average moving? Is it going up or is it going down? And here I can see that over the period that I have, all the period I have selected here, the item base amount is going down, right? So you can do this for most of the calculations. And I think what I think is even better is that it makes the calculation based on what the result that has been selected in the report. So for example, if I would remove this dimension, this row, because like this quarter is not finished, the result is very little, so I don't want to see this in the report, I can just remove it, and this linear trend will update based on what was selected. Right? So now it shows, oh, it's like straight line, we're doing fine. And this brings me to the next point, that there's a new, I think, very powerful MDX function, which is visible row set. And sorry, you can find it, for example, you can find it in the formula of the automatically created calculated member. And you can find the formulas for these members by clicking on the column and edit calculated, and this will show you the formula. And this formula also uses the visible row set, and that's why it always updates based on what is selected in the report, right? So I think there's some clever ways so you can use this for your reporting in the future as well. Right? So, and this section is the same, that if you want to use this calculation in other reports or other places, you can still copy the formula and change the formatting for this. Okay. So this was, so again, these are all the available calculations. And again, if I remove, so see, oh, this month, I know this was a specific month, I can just remove it, and all of the automatic calculations will be automatically updated as well. So next we have Gantt charts. As far as I know, this is not as widely used, but just to mention that previously the Gantt chart was only available for daily reporting, so you can see it by days. Now you can also select the period of week, month, quarter, or yearly. Moving further, if you might already have noticed this previously in maybe you're checking your reports, or maybe you noticed during this webinar already that we have updated the way a report highlights the places you hover your mouse over. Previously, it highlighted only like one column. Now it highlights all of the specific measure that all the same measures in the report if you hover your mouse over it, right? Works also for the other charts as well. Then there's a feature of for users that have their own Flex.bi servers and that are system administrators. There is a new section, all accounts section available, where you can overview all of the your accounts. You can see what kind of source data is used, source applications are used for the data imports. You can see all the size for all the cubes, how many reports it has, and it also shows if something is wrong with the imports. So, right, so this account has some issues with import, or imports have been stopped here because it's highlighted red. And then the what we have a new feature that hasn't been sent in we didn't send in the email yet is actually we have a new data cube that is the purchase invoices. So if you are using the purchase ledger in your Hansaworld, now you can also use it in the reporting in Flex.bi. So these are the available dimensions. These are the available measures, very similar to invoices cube. And so that's it for me. I went through all of the new features. So I'll be ending the webinar. Thank you everyone for joining. So like I said, if you have any questions, you can write us at support@Flex.bi. We'll try to help you. And everyone have a nice day. Bye.